All right, so ready to dive in. Today, we're all about leveling up our lives.
Ooh, I like that.
And we've got this fascinating chapter from S.M. Sazid Arman's book, Levels Up Your Life.
Okay.
It's called 10 Strategies for Rapid Personal Transformation.
Rapid, huh?
Yeah, I know. A little intimidating, maybe.
Yeah.
But what I love about this book is it's all about breaking things down, making it manageable.
Okay.
Like building with those colorful toy blocks. Remember those?
Yeah, cool.
One block at a time, you build something amazing.
Right.
So the book actually starts with this great story about Mia,
Okay.
who wants to run a marathon.
A marathon. Wow.
26.2 miles. Can you imagine?
That's pretty intense.
Daunting, right?
Definitely.
But instead of getting overwhelmed,
Hmm.
she uses this technique the book calls sculpting your dreams.
Sculpting your dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
So how does she sculpt this marathon dream?
Well, think back to those blocks, right? You wouldn't try to build a whole castle all at once. You start with one block, then another, carefully putting them together.
Right.
So Mia does the same with her goal.
Okay.
She doesn't fixate on the whole marathon. She starts by running, like just 1 mile.
Okay.
And then 2.
Makes sense.
It's this gradual approach that the book says really helps. Almost like tricks your brain into seeing this huge task as a bunch of doable steps, you know?
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Like how do you eat an elephant?
Exactly.
One bite at a time, right?
And one bite at a time.
So there's a reason behind it.
Oh, there's totally a psychological reason.
Okay.
This, it's called chunking.
Chunking. Okay.
Reduces that feeling of being overwhelmed, right?
Which can be a big problem.
Huge for a lot of us.
Yeah.
But as Mia gets comfortable with those smaller runs, she builds confidence, momentum.
Okay.
And that's like crucial for sticking with any goal long term.
You need that momentum.
Totally.
But it's not just about the physical steps, is it?
Right.
The book talks about setting those specific goals.
Yes. Specific, measurable goals.
Measurable.
So important.
So it's not enough to just say,
right,
I want to be healthier.
It's like, what does that even mean?
Exactly.
Mia gets specific.
Okay.
She decides, I'm going to walk for 30 minutes every day.
Okay.
That way she can track her progress.
Got it.
See those wins, feel that sense of accomplishment.
Like hitting those mini milestones, right?
Exactly. Keep going. And there's actually a neurological basis for this too.
Oh, wow, really?
Writing down those goals, it makes them more real, triggers that accountability.
So you're not just thinking it.
You've made a promise, even if it's just to yourself.
To yourself makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about when life gets in the way?
Always.
How do you stay on track when things get tough?
That's where celebrating those small wins comes in.
Okay.
Big part of the book. It's not about waiting till you reach that huge goal to finally feel good.
Yes.
You got to celebrate along the way.
I like that.
So like a nice dinner after a 5-mile run,
Okay.
a new running jacket.
Oh, I see.
Those rewards, big or small,
Yeah.
they tap into that reward system in our brains.
Oh, wow, really?
Release dopamine.
Oh, yeah.
It makes us feel good.
So it's like positive reinforcement
Exactly.
for personal growth.
For leveling up your life.
I love it. Now, the next strategy is all about the accountability compass.
Oh, okay.
And this one features Tom.
All right, Tom.
He's a talented artist, but can't seem to finish his paintings.
Oh, interesting.
Why does this happen, you think?
Sometimes that initial burst of inspiration can be so strong that the actual process of finishing can almost feel, I don't know, mundane.
Compared to the excitement of starting.
Exactly.
So that's where this accountability compass can help. But what is it exactly?
It's not a literal compass, though that'd be cool.
Right.
It's more like a guiding principle to keep him on track, It's about owning his actions.
So taking responsibility?
Yeah, and setting clear commitments.
So instead of just
right,
waiting for inspiration.
he takes control.
Okay.
So Tom starts using a calendar.
A calendar.
Marking off those days he works on his paintings.
So a visual reminder.
Totally.
But isn't that a lot of pressure too?
It could be, but that's where the compass part comes in.
Okay.
It's not about beating himself up if he misses a day. It's about noticing those slip-ups, understanding why.
Oh, interesting.
And then adjusting, course correcting.
Like that self-reflection piece.
Exactly. It's about being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
About what's working, what's not.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But is Tom doing this all alone, or does he have help?
Well, he realizes he needs a little boost. So he shares his goals with his friend Lisa.
Okay.
Now, it's not about having someone breathing down your neck.
Right.
It's about having that check-in, to celebrate wins.
Yeah.
Offer encouragement when you're stuck.
Support.
It can be so powerful,
I bet.
especially when you're tackling something tough.
Like a cheerleader in your corner.
Exactly.
Okay, so Tom's got goals, calendar, his support system.
Right.
What happens next in this journey of his?
Well, you know how we set these big goals
Mhm.
and then kind of flail around?
Totally.
Not sure where to begin.
Yeah.
Tom experiences that too.
Oh.
All these ideas, but no clear path forward.
Got it.
That's where the next strategy comes in, charting your course.
Charting your course.
Yeah. The book introduces us to Sarah.
Okay, so
She's an aspiring writer,
right.
feeling lost on her journey to getting published.
Makes sense. That's a big goal.
It is, and she needs a plan, a roadmap.
So I'm guessing she doesn't just start writing randomly.
Exactly. The book makes this great comparison.
Okay.
Imagine planning a trip, right? You wouldn't just hit the road with no destination.
No.
You map it out, plan those stops,
Mm.
consider detours.
Right. Sarah does the same with her writing.
Okay, so destination, published author.
Got it.
What are the stops along the way?
So first, she gets specific. Breaks it down into smaller steps.
Okay.
Take a writing course,
Yeah.
finish a short story.
Right.
Research agents, start submitting.
Manageable steps.
Much less scary.
Way less scary.
Yeah. But how does she stay on track?
That's the thing. Writing can be so solitary.
You're telling me?
Easy to procrastinate.
Totally.
So the book addresses that head on. Sarah sets deadlines for each step.
Smart.
Prevents that I'll do it tomorrow thing.
The worst.
Right.
Yeah.
And she joins a writer's group,
Oh, interesting.
recognizing that even though writing is solo,
Yeah.
having a community can be huge.
Support systems are everything.
Exactly. Key takeaway for any listener.
Doesn't matter the goal.
Right. Whether it's mentors, peers, friends.
Just people who believe in you.
Yeah.
It makes all the difference.
I'm seeing a pattern here. Break it down.
Create a plan, get support.
They work together, don't they?
Like puzzle pieces.
Yeah. And the next strategy really brings it all together.
Okay, tell me more.
The transformation blueprint.
The transformation blueprint, all right.
Well, we meet David, who dreams of becoming a fitness coach.
Okay, David.
But he feels stuck.
Relatable.
He's got the passion,
Yeah.
but needs to make that dream a reality.
It can be so hard.
It can. And sometimes we just need a push.
So what helps David get unstuck?
He stumbles upon old photos, realizes how far he's drifted from his aspirations.
Oh,
It sparks something in him.
okay.
He decides to create what the book calls a transformation blueprint.
A transformation blueprint.
Think of it like a detailed roadmap.
Okay, so it's more than just wishing.
Oh, way more.
It's a plan.
A concrete plan.
Got it.
And it starts with vision.
Okay.
David spends time actually visualizing himself coaching, leading classes.
Yeah, right.
You got it. And that clear picture helps him,
Set the specific, actionable goals.
So, like what?
Get certified as a trainer within 6 months.
Okay.
Land a gym job within 3.
Making it real.
Building his online presence within a year.
Attaching timelines.
Exactly. But what about those moments of self-doubt?
Oh, we all have those.
We do, and the book really stresses this. Clarifying your motivations.
Okay.
Why is this goal so important?
Why?
For David, it's not just a career change. He genuinely loves fitness, loves helping others.
So it's more than a job.
It is. That passion is his fuel.
I like that.
Pushes him forward even when those doubts creep in.
Like a reminder.
Yeah, his internal compass.
I love that. Remembering your why.
Exactly. But of course, there are always bumps.
Right. Life happens.
And that's where the blueprint comes in handy.
Oh, okay.
David knows there will be obstacles.
Like what?
Financial hurdles, maybe, time constraints,
Makes sense.
maybe negative feedback.
From people who don't get it.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately.
he anticipates those roadblocks. He does. Starts budgeting carefully.
Okay.
Seeks support from his network.
So
And finds ways to manage his time.
organized.
Right.
Like a contingency plan.
Totally. But he doesn't just set it and forget it.
No.
He keeps a journal.
Okay.
Tracks his progress.
To see how far he's come.
Exactly. And to celebrate those wins along the way.
Which brings us to
We got it.
the next strategy.
Celebrate every victory.
Celebrate every victory, all right?
We meet Lily, who also wants to run a marathon,
Another marathon runner.
but she's intimidated, you know?
Understandable.
So the book suggests a mindset shift,
Interesting.
focusing on smaller milestones.
Okay, I like that.
It's like that chunking we talked about.
Right. Break it down.
So instead of 26.2 miles,
Yeah.
it's like jogging for 10 minutes without stopping.
Much more manageable.
Totally. And even if she only manages 5 minutes at first, she celebrates that effort.
That's great.
A smoothie, a relaxing bath, little reward.
You don't have to wait till the end
Exactly.
to feel good.
It's about enjoying the journey.
Absolutely.
And guess what? There's a neurological reason for that, too.
Always a neurological reason, I'm learning.
The brain loves rewards. So those small wins, they release dopamine.
Okay.
Reinforces the behavior, makes you want to keep going.
It's like rewiring your brain.
Exactly.
For success.
For feeling good about achieving.
So powerful. But what about those days when even starting feels impossible?
Oh, I know those days.
We all have them.
And that's where Daily Dose of Drive comes in.
Okay, daily dose of drive.
We're back to Tom.
Tom again.
But now he's facing that challenge of starting his own business.
Oh, the entrepreneurial dream.
Right. But it's not always easy.
No, it's overwhelming.
So much to do, so much to learn.
So how does he deal with that?
Well, he gets bogged down, right? Distractions, procrastination.
We've all been there.
The book advocates for this idea of consistent daily action
Makes sense.
as the antidote to overwhelm.
So how does he apply that?
He commits to spending just 20 minutes each day
20 minutes.
working towards his goal.
That seems simple.
It is, but the power is in the consistency.
Okay.
It's like that saying, little by little, a little becomes a lot.
Right, it adds up.
Exactly. And it changes his mindset.
Oh, how so?
It's no longer struggling to start.
Yeah.
It's a natural part of his day.
Okay.
So one day he brainstorms.
Right.
Another day he researches competitors.
Okay.
Another day, website work. The key is
Showing up?
showing up, doing something no matter how small,
Every day.
every single day.
It's about building that momentum.
Exactly. That habit of taking action.
Even when you don't feel like it.
You got it. That's where discipline trumps motivation.
That's important.
Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes.
Right.
But discipline, that commitment, that's what gets you through.
So how does he stay disciplined? 20 minutes can easily slip away.
True. So he gets strategic, designates a specific time and place,
Like what?
gets up early before the day takes over,
Okay.
and dedicates those 20 minutes
to his dream.
to his dream. It becomes a ritual.
So it's not a chore.
Exactly. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
Those small actions start to create real progress.
Yeah. They do add up.
He sees tangible results. His ideas get clearer.
Like those seeds of effort sprouting.
Exactly. But it takes time, of course.
Well, of course.
Success is rarely instant.
Right.
But those daily efforts, even if they feel small, they're laying the groundwork.
Like what's that saying about drops of water?
Oh, I love that one.
Creating canyons, right.
Exactly. Patience and persistence pay off.
So important.
It's trusting the process.
I love that. So we've talked about sculpting dreams, the accountability compass, charting a course,
Right.
getting that daily dose of drive.
So much good stuff.
What's next on this journey of leveling up?
Well, sometimes, even with the best plans, we get tripped up by our own inner critic.
Oh, those negative thoughts.
Yeah, the ones that tell us we're not good enough.
I know those thoughts.
Not smart enough, not worthy.
It's the worst.
And that's where the next strategy comes in.
Feel your fire.
Feel your fire, right?
And it's so relevant
I bet.
for anyone who struggles with self-doubt.
So pretty much everyone.
Pretty much, yeah. The book introduces Maria.
Okay, Maria.
She's incredibly talented, but she's her own worst enemy.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Constantly gets in her own way.
Yeah.
Self-doubt holding her back.
So how does she break free?
The book introduces positive affirmations.
Okay, positive affirmations.
Now, I know some people might be rolling their eyes.
I'll admit, I've been skeptical.
They can sound a bit cheesy.
Yeah.
Marie was skeptical too,
Okay.
but she decides to try writing them down.
Like what?
I am capable. I believe in myself.
Okay.
She compares them to seeds.
Seeds.
They might seem small at first.
Right. But with repetition, they can grow.
Into something powerful.
Powerful.
So it's about consistent planting.
Yes. And there's a neurological basis for this too.
Oh, there always is.
Those affirmations with repetition create new pathways in the brain,
Interesting.
weakening those old negative patterns.
Rewiring your brain.
Exactly.
But does it actually work?
It did for Maria.
Okay.
She feels more confident, takes more risks,
Mm.
pushes through those doubts.
So it's not just about feeling good.
It's about equipping yourself
To handle challenges.
Exactly. And as she keeps practicing,
Yeah.
she realizes affirmations aren't just generic.
Okay.
They can be tailored to your goals.
Mm.
So like, I am building the business of my dreams.
Wow. Powerful stuff.
Right.
But does she still face setbacks, even with all this?
Of course, life is full of ups and downs.
Right.
But the difference is
Hmm.
she sees setbacks as opportunities.
Not failures.
Exactly. It's a shift in perspective.
Embracing that growth mindset.
And that takes effort, definitely.
It does.
Which brings us to our final strategy.
Okay, hit me with it.
The consistency catalyst.
The consistency catalyst. All right.
We meet James,
Okay.
who's full of dreams,
Hmm.
but struggles to stay consistent.
I feel seen.
That start with a bang, fizzle out fast type.
Ouch, but true.
So how does he break free?
I need to know.
He gets advice from his brother.
Okay.
It's not about going all in once in a while. It's about doing something even small every day.
Okay.
And the book gives a simple solution.
What's that?
Small steps consistently
Right.
are more effective than sporadic big leaps.
So it's not intensity, it's consistency.
You got it.
But what does that look like for James?
He dedicates just 15 minutes each day
15 minutes.
to things that matter most.
Okay.
Playing guitar, exercising, reading.
That's it.
It seems almost too easy, right?
Yeah.
But that's the point. It's a small commitment.
So you're more likely to stick with it.
Exactly.
Right.
It's tricking your brain.
Into thinking, hey, I can handle 15 minutes.
Lowering the bar?
Lowering the bar. And those 15 minutes add up.
Okay.
He doesn't become a guitar virtuoso overnight.
Right.
But he sees tiny improvements.
Okay.
Fingers get nimbler, finishes more books.
So it's like compound interest
Exactly.
for personal growth.
For everything. And here's the magic of consistency.
What's that?
After a few months, those 15 minutes become habits.
Wow.
He doesn't even have to think about it.
It's just part of him.
Part of his routine.
So it's not just achieving the goal.
Right.
It's becoming that person.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not about forcing yourself. It's about creating a life.
Where those actions are effortless.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It is. But what about those days when even 15 minutes feels like too much?
Totally get it. Life happens.
Yeah.
And here's what James learns. Consistency doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
It's okay to have an off day.
You don't have to be perfect.
You don't. Just get back on track.
So self-compassion.
Yeah. Focus on the long game, not daily perfection.
Exactly.
That's liberating.
It is. And as James embraces this idea,
Mhm.
he sees huge progress.
In everything.
Guitar, fitness, reading, all because he showed up.
Day after day.
Day after day. It's amazing.
It really is those small actions
Yeah.
creating a ripple effect,
Absolutely.
leading to positive change.
It's a reminder.
Yeah.
Transformation isn't about grand gestures. It's about the journey.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
We've covered a lot here,
Wow.
exploring these powerful strategies.
So much good stuff.
What's resonating with you the most?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I know, right? There's so much.
It's hard to choose just one.
What's striking me is this common thread through all the stories.
A common thread.
Like each strategy is about finding that power within
Yeah,
to create the changes we want.
I agree with that.
It's not about waiting.
For permission or the perfect moment.
Exactly. It's deciding to make it happen.
You're in control.
One step at a time.
One.
And that's what makes the book so empowering.
I think so too.
It's not just philosophy.
Right.
It's a tangible roadmap
It is.
showing us that transformation is possible.
It's within reach.
One step at a time.
Love that.
So as we wrap up part 1 of our deep dive.
Already.
I know, right? It's flown by.
It has?
I'm curious, if you had to pick one strategy to focus on right now.
Oh, just one.
Yeah, just one.
That's tough.
I know, right?
But I think for me,
Yeah.
it would be celebrating those small wins.
Why the one?
Because it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and forget to acknowledge our progress.
Right.
But those celebrations, no matter how small,
Yeah,
they keep us motivated
they do.
and they make the journey enjoyable.
So it's about finding that balance
Exactly.
between striving for growth
Yeah,
and appreciating how far we've come.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That is a great question. Yeah, it really is.
No,
It's tough to choose just one, you know?
Yeah.
They all work so well together.
That's what's been blowing my mind, honestly. It's not like you pick one and ignore the rest.
Right.
They're all connected.
They're interwoven.
Exactly. Think about it, like
Okay.
sculpting your dreams naturally leads to
yeah.
more of those celebrate every victory moments.
It does, because you've got those milestones.
Built in, yeah.
Like a positive feedback loop, right?
Exactly.
The more you achieve,
Yeah.
the more you want to achieve.
But doesn't that also make the accountability compass even more important?
Oh, absolutely.
Because you could get complacent.
You could, yeah.
With all those little wins.
Right.
If you're not careful.
That's where the accountability compass comes in.
Right.
It's that extra layer of commitment. So those small wins don't become excuses to slack off.
Right. You need that push.
You do. Tracking progress, sharing goals.
Yeah.
Those things help you stay focused.
Even when the initial excitement fades.
Inevitably, right.
Oh, it always does.
Motivation comes and goes.
It does.
It's discipline that really matters.
In the long run.
Absolutely.
And that's where a daily dose of drive is so key.
It is that commitment to consistent action.
Even if it's just a little bit each day.
It makes a difference over time.
It's like that saying, we are what we repeatedly do.
Oh, I love that one.
So if we repeatedly take action towards our goals,
yeah,
we become...
And people who achieve them.
Exactly. It's like magic almost.
It is, but it's really just effort.
Consistent effort.
Right, and when you combine that with fuel your fire...
Oh yeah, that's powerful.
It becomes even more potent.
Because if you believe in yourself...
Yeah.
Those positive affirmations... You're more likely to stick with it.
Absolutely. They feed off each other.
And charting your course plays a role too, right?
It does. Having a clear plan
makes those daily actions more focused.
So much more effective, yeah.
It's like having a roadmap.
Instead of just wandering around.
Hoping for the best.
Exactly. But I'm wondering, what about those times when, despite our best efforts, we hit a roadblock?
Oh, yeah, those are tough.
Life throws curveballs.
It does.
Things don't always go according to plan.
So how do we stay motivated then?
That's a great question, because it's easy to get discouraged.
It is. You think, what's the point?
Right, like I'm just going to fail anyway.
Yeah.
And that's where remembering that consistency doesn't have to be perfect. It's so important. Remember, James.
Yeah, with his 15 minutes.
He didn't beat himself up.
If he missed a day.
Exactly. He just got back on track.
So we need that self-compassion.
We do.
It's okay to mess up.
It's part of the process.
As long as you keep going.
Exactly.
So it's not about never falling down.
Right.
It's about getting back up.
That's resilience.
I love that. So it's not just the individual strategies.
It's the big picture.
It's how they all fit together.
It's a framework for growth.
And resilience, yeah.
You got it. Like weaving a tapestry, you know.
Oh, I like that.
Each strategy is a thread, contributing to the strength and beauty of the whole thing.
And just like a tapestry, it takes time.
It does. Personal transformation.
Effort, patience.
There's no quick fix.
It's a process.
An ongoing process.
Of setting goals, taking action, learning, adapting.
And anyone can do it.
That's the beauty of it.
You don't need special skills.
Just willingness.
And commitment.
And that's what I love about Level Up Your Life.
Me too. It's so practical.
It demystifies personal growth.
It shows us it's possible.
For anyone.
Yeah, real transformation.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. I love that.
Now, as we're getting ready for the final part,
okay,
what's one thing that stood out to you from these stories?
Let me see.
There's so much good stuff.
There is. I think for me, it's that we don't have to have all the answers.
Oh, that's a good one.
We don't have to figure it all out.
Before we start.
Exactly. It's easy to get caught up in planning.
Overthinking it.
But ultimately, it's about taking that first step.
And trusting the process.
Trusting the process, yeah.
That reminds me of something else, too.
Okay, what's that?
The importance of celebrating those small wins.
Oh, so important.
It's easy to forget.
It is. We get caught up in the hustle.
And those celebrations, no matter how small, they make the journey so much better.
They do. It's about finding that balance.
Between striving for more and appreciating what we've already accomplished.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we talked about breaking down goals, setting intentions.
Right.
Taking consistent action, embracing accountability, fueling our fire, celebrating wins.
So much good stuff.
What else is there?
Well, there's one final thought from the book.
Okay, tell me.
That I think ties everything together beautifully.
I'm intrigued.
It's about remembering that we're not alone.
Oh, I love that.
On this journey of personal growth.
Because sometimes it feels that way.
It does. Like we're battling it out all by ourselves.
Yeah.
But we're not. Everyone faces challenges. Setbacks, self-doubt.
It's part of being human.
It is. And
Yeah.
knowing that,
Yeah.
remembering we're all in this together,
It's comforting.
it can be so empowering, too.
It's like realizing we're part of this larger tapestry of human experience.
Yeah.
Each thread contributing to the whole.
And that connection, that shared journey,
Yeah.
it can be a source of strength and support.
As we navigate our own paths.
Exactly.
So, as we wrap up part 2 of our deep dive.
Already, time flies.
I know, right?
Oh, it does.
What's one question we want to leave our listener with?
Ooh, that's a good one.
As we head into the final part.
I think the most important question to ask, especially as we start this journey,
Of personal transformation.
is this. What kind of legacy do we want to leave?
Whoa, that's deep.
It is, isn't it?
It's not just about our own goals.
Right.
It's about how our actions impact the world.
It's about the ripple effect.
And that's what's so inspiring about this book.
I agree.
It's not just about leveling up our OWN lives. It's about creating positive change.
That extends beyond ourselves.
So stay tuned, listener.
Yes, stay tuned.
As we delve into that very question,
The final part.
we'll explore how these strategies can not only transform our lives, but also make a difference in the world around us. Okay, so we're back for the final part of this deep dive into Level Up Your Life. And wow, there's so much to unpack.
Right. It's amazing how these ideas just stick with you.
They really do. And you know, that question you left us with
Oh, yeah.
about the kind of legacy we want to leave, it's been on my mind. It adds a whole new layer to this.
It does, doesn't it?
To this idea of personal transformation.
It's not just about ourselves anymore.
Exactly. It makes me think about all those stories from the book.
Okay.
Like, each one shows how personal growth can ripple outward and create positive change beyond just us.
It's like a chain reaction almost.
Totally. Like Mia, the marathon runner.
Yeah, what about her?
Imagine the impact she could have on others.
Yeah, as she's pursuing her goal.
Like maybe she inspires a friend to start running.
Oh, that'd be great.
Or raises money for a charity.
That's awesome.
Her journey becomes this source of inspiration.
It's contagious, that positive energy.
And then there's Tom, the artist.
Yeah, Todd.
Who finally finishes his paintings.
He does. What kind of legacy could he create?
His art could bring so much to the world.
In what way?
Joy, beauty, you know.
Right.
Spark conversations, make people think differently.
Totally. And even just him overcoming those blocks.
Yeah.
Sharing his struggles.
It could be so inspiring.
Other artists, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what about Sarah, the writer?
Oh, Sarah, her words could touch so many people.
Comfort them, connect with them.
Give them an escape, even.
And her story of becoming published.
Could be a huge motivator.
For other aspiring writers.
Like, if she can do it, I can too.
Exactly. And David, the fitness coach, he could transform people's health.
Yeah, help them live better lives.
And that positive energy spreads, right?
It does, to their families, communities.
It's amazing how it all connects.
It is, isn't it? Those small actions creating a ripple effect.
Powerful stuff. And then there's Tom again.
The entrepreneur.
Yeah, who built his business.
What about him?
Think of the impact he could have.
As business grows.
Creating jobs, contributing to the economy.
Maybe even making products that help people.
Right. And his story, his perseverance.
It's inspiring, for sure.
For other entrepreneurs.
To take that leap.
This whole idea of legacy, it's like, it reminds us that our lives matter.
They do. Our actions matter.
Even the small things.
Every little bit counts.
When we commit to our own growth.
Yeah.
We're not just benefiting ourselves.
Right, we're creating a positive ripple.
That impacts the world around us.
It's like we're all connected.
In this web of shared experience.
Yeah, and our individual journeys.
Contribute to something bigger.
To the evolution of humanity, even...
It makes me think of that quote.
Which one?
As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same.
Oh, I love that quote.
And that's what this book is all about. Giving ourselves permission to shine brightly.
And inspiring others in the process.
Exactly. So, as we wrap up this deep dive.
It's been quite a journey.
What's one final thought we can leave with our listener?
You know, if there's one thing I hope they take away, it's this. You have the power to create a legacy.
A legacy that matters.
And it doesn't require grand gestures.
Right. It's the small things.
The daily choices.
To show up, learn, grow, make a difference.
One step at a time.
Beautifully said. And listener, remember.
Yes, remember.
You're not alone on this journey.
We're all in this together.
Supporting each other, inspiring each other.
Creating a brighter future.
One leveled up life at a time.
I love that.
Thanks for joining us in this deep dive into Level Up Your Life.